Okay, for this next one, let's create an actual user profile so we can add a button where they can log in easily. So let's go over to components and say user.js. Okay, and here is gonna be, we're gonna keep this super simple. We're just gonna import a nice little icon, fa user circle from React icons /fa. And then we're going to say import use router from next because we want to send them over to API/login. And we're going to import styled here as well from styled components. Amazing. Let's do an export default function user. And here we're going to get the route, which is use router. And then here we are gonna return a div. Let's switch this to React again. We're gonna return a div like that has an on-click on it. And basically when the users click on it, we can send them over to route.push/API/off/login. Cool. And here we can add our FA circle. And we can add a little h3 below it saying profile. And that's it. That's all the logic that we need. Super simple. And we'll just create a profile style div down here and just add a image. We'll make it a border radius of 50% and a width of 1.5 rem and a height of 1.5 rem. Okay, and this is going to be used for when the user actually signs in with Google or something. We can actually get their profile picture, and we're going to display this down here in just a bit. I'll just save it here. We're not going to use it here, but we'll have it. So let's say we're not really using this anywhere, this component. So let's actually add it. We'll go over to our nav here, and the nav items will import. We'll import our little user and display it right here, user. Let's see, boom, profile, there we go. When we click on it, look at that, we get directed to our login page and we can hit login. Cool, so that works. We can also, we should add like a cursor pointer to these, by the way. Where is that? In the nav items. Yeah, the nav items should have a cursor pointer. Cursor pointer. Let's see, does that work? Yeah, there we go. Cool. Added that really quick. So now that we're signed in, how do we actually see if a user is signed in or not signed in? There's a cool little method that we can use that this off next gives us. So anywhere where you want to pull out the user and do a check, hey, is the user signed in or not? You can just do this. Import use user from of 0 next.js, like that. And now in your component, so down here, for example, I can say const, I can pull out the user, the error, or if it's loading from use user. And that's it. If I console log out the user, so since we are signed up with Google right now, you are gonna see what's the problem. Oh, it's not gonna work because the same thing as we did with the other stuff like context, we need to actually wrap our application so our user is available in every component. Basically, we can do a check. So super simple. It's going to be just kind of the same thing as with the context. So to actually hook it up, we need to go over to our app here and just import user provider from next, like that. And then just wrap your application around it like that. And boom, all your components have access to the currently signed in user now. And it's that simple. How simple is this little library here? we look at the console, look at that. We have an object with the email, my email. We also have my name, my nickname, my picture from Google, and all that good jazz. So now what we can do here, if we go back to our user component, we can just do a check. We can import use user from next. We can say here, if there is no user, then display them this. Otherwise, return the user logged in with the profile that has an image with the source of user.picture, and the alt is equal to user.name. And also we can have a h3 here. Switch that to React again. h3 where we can output the user.name. And I'm getting this information out of the actual user. So I'll show you in just a bit. If user here is erroring out, what am I not doing correctly here? Oh, we're never actually using it. Const user equals use user. Okay, that should work now. Hey, look at that. Hey, and I got my name as well. So again, this object, if you want to just console log out the user, well, that's all the information you have available right there. So that's it. That's how we authenticate the user. And now if I go to, let's test this out, /API off/logout, then boom, look at that, it's gone. Let's log in again. Boom, really cool. So there we go, we are getting the user. Now for here, what I want to do, once they're signed in, I can go to their dashboard. So here, what we can do is add an on click, and we can do a route.push and send them over to /profile. And we're going to make this page in the next episode. So I'll see you there.